Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Healing Siren Oracle. My name is Renee, and today we're doing another love and relationship reading. I straight up asked my cards before I got started what direction we should go into for today's reading. And when I did my pre-shuffle, we got new perspective, self-worth, and self-love. So for a lot of you, you may be the breadwinner in your home. You may be a single parent. You may be just that person that everybody turns to for advice. Today or now, it's time for you to take some time out for yourself. And we're just going to get right into this. So let's see. New perspective, self-worth, and self-love. Let's get some more cards on that. All right. And I get a feeling that a lot of y'all are facing a lot of new challenging decisions. We got family concerns, life-changing decisions, and energy cleanse. And you know how they tell you to put your own mask on first if you're on an airplane? A lot of y'all need to take the time out to figure out what your mask is and put your own mask on. It's one of those things that regrets. It's one of those things that if you haven't done it in a very long time, patience, then you may not know what you really enjoy. Like for me, counsel and therapy, I enjoy being by myself. Like I tried the whole club scene. It really didn't work for me. And what I figured out was going to the clubs actually completely drained me of energy and made me feel less motivated to do anything else in my life. So, like I said, a lot of you are getting to the point where you're about to make some really big decisions. And it could be like you want to move, or you're thinking about switching careers completely. Or maybe you're thinking about being a caregiver for a family member or something like that. Spiritual protection, regrets, patience, counseling, therapy, and summer. So maybe some of y'all are waiting for a pop-out season, self-sabotage, and isolation. Like I said, I don't like being around other people. Perhaps this is your sign, isolation, to take some time out for yourself. Maybe you are that mom or dad that runs around all over the place, taking the kids signs from nature, taking the kids to soccer practice, making sure everybody else is good. If you're a woman, you're getting to the point where you don't even have time to go to the hairdresser because you're worried about if your husband is good, if your boyfriend is good, if your kids are good, like if you're being a caregiver for your family, if everybody else is good, but who's taking care of you? Like who has your back in this situation? And you might need to go rent a room for yourself. I mean, you can invite a cuddy buddy over if you want to. Twin flame as soon as I said that. You can invite a cuddy buddy over if you want to, but it's time for you to, I don't know, do a facial if that's what relaxes you. Have a glass of wine, listen to some jazz music. Or if you like going to the club and that's your thing, do that. Whatever makes you feel better. Take control. And I want another one of these, ego death. All right, let's clarify with some tarot. So like I said, for a lot of you, it is definitely time to focus on you before you make any life-changing decisions, before you completely like uproot your life, because that's what a lot of you are thinking about. And we get the Three of Swords in reverse. You don't feel like, you feel like the decision that you make is the right one. And Spirit is telling you, like, yeah, it is the right decision for you at this point in your life. Because you can't make a decision based on information you don't have. So if you find out anything later on, then it's not your fault for making a decision based on the information that you have available to you right now. So, Three of Swords in reverse, you are making the best decision with the information you have available. Spirit is just telling you to slow down and remember yourself in this process. And we got Page of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So it was or is something that's been on your mind for a while, and you're trying to balance it out. And I don't know what that is. So like I said, maybe it's something in your career, maybe it's something in your love life. Perhaps some of you are thinking about getting married, or the opposite end of that spectrum, getting a divorce. Whatever you decide in this situation, Spirit is telling you it's the right decision for you. And we are going to continue the Page of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles. You're pretty evenly spaced, like, with the amount of thought process that you're putting into this. Like, it's not, you don't feel like it's this decision. What do I want to say? You don't feel like this decision is something that can be avoided. You've thought about it for a while. You've made up your mind. You've either made up your mind or you're very, very, very close to making up your mind on what you need to do. And let's see. For those of you who haven't made up your mind, you're still in your head about it. The Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the King of Swords. Whatever you're deciding is hard for you. Whatever path that you're going to take is not going to be easy. It's going to be something that initially causes a whole lot of confusion for you, because perhaps it's something you've never done before. And when I'm saying that, I mean, like, you could have worked for a company your whole entire life, or the most of your adult life, the majority of your adult life, and this decision would pull you away from that company. And not only would it pull you away from that company, for some of y'all, it will pull you out of that career path. Let's say you've been a nurse for 15 years. Whatever decision you're facing is whether or not to continue to be a nurse, or whether to go be an artist. And we got the Two of Cups and the Hierophant. Your ancestors are on your side with this. And I always throw cards on the floor. Sorry, everybody. It's the Queen of Wands, but she is stuck to the floor, so Queen of Wands. upright, and she was stuck to the floor. And this is, you feel like luck is going to go in your favor as well. And I say that with the sunflower and the little black cat. Even though black cats are meant to be bad luck, they're also a sign of power. If you look at Egyptian mythology, cats were actually worshipped at one point in history. So, for all of y'all that believe in the black cat thing, I am one of them. To be quite honest, like if a black cat drive or like rolls across the road in front of me when I'm driving, I will straight up about face and go in the other direction. Yes, I am very superstitious when it comes to that, because my history with black cats running across the road is every single time it happens, within 24 hours, something disastrous happens for me. However, cats altogether are supposed to be mythical creatures, not just black ones. Some kind of power. So, like I said, you feel like whatever you decide is going to be hard to start with, and life-changing, life-altering. Something that after that decision is made, you won't be able to go back to where you were in the same way, if that makes sense. Like, let's say you do give up nursing to be an artist. If you ever go back to nursing again, you won't feel the same way about it. You'll feel like, okay, well, yeah, this is something that I decided to do, but at the same time, is the money really worth it right now? Or is my sanity really worth it? Because a lot of the nurses I know experience high levels of burnout. And Ten of Swords. Your current position or your current setup, you feel like it was a lot of pain and distress and a lot of just things you really didn't want to deal with. Maybe your work-life balance was off. If it's a marriage, the moon. Perhaps there were some secrets that popped up in that marriage. So if you're the person that's contemplating whether or not to get a divorce, go to counseling first, because that did pop out. Counseling, therapy. I'm not advising anybody to just up and run away from their spouse. That's not a good idea. And try to work it out. But if you are one of those people that have suffered like a decline in your mental status, the Tower, a decline in your mental status, like you feel isolated from everybody else, you feel like this relationship has brought you to the end of days, like this job is just not it anymore, whatever it is, take some time, introspect for yourself, the devil, and the Tower and the devil, whatever situation you are currently in, that's the one you feel is like really chaotic right now. You feel like it's a lot of stuff going on and you feel the need to get the fuck up out of it. And this is, if it's a marriage, if it's a career, if it's a just outside relationship. And what I mean by outside is y'all don't have the paperwork to say you're married, but at the same time you've been living together for X amount of time. It's time to leave that situation behind. And of course, we all have our own, like, self-motivation. You don't have to do what these cards tell you to. I would recommend, like, taking some time for yourself to figure out if that's what you really want to do. However, from my experience, the Judgment card. Once you've passed judgment on whatever decision you're making, and for a lot of y'all, that's, you have made the decision, you just haven't taken action behind it yet. When you get to the point where you start taking action, it's going to be hard at first. It'll be like starting a brand new business. You don't know all the ins and outs if it's something you've never done before. But Four of Swords. Once you have it in your head that there's something that needs to be done, there's a decision that needs to be made, and you take some time to focus on you. When you come out of your self-love phase and your energy cleanse phase, whatever decision you make is going to work out for you. Let's see. I want maybe one more of these. The Five of Pentacles. And I lied because I want another one. There's a little bit of fear behind this. And it's fear on your part. So if it's job related, it's fear of the financial aspects of it. And that's what the Pentacles are. Pentacles are usually like material wealth and stuff like that. But you're feeling, if it's job related, that changing jobs right now would cause you to be broke. And quite honestly, changing jobs right now would not, well, it might cause you to have to reconfigure your budget and all kinds of other stuff. Like I said, initially, whatever you do is going to be hard. It's not going to be something that you could just wake up one day and be like, oh, okay, let me start a brand new job. If it's relationship, marriage related, you feel like you can't really take the situation, or you feel like that relationship is either at an end or ready to move on to the next level, whatever it is. If it's at an end, you feel like getting a divorce or leaving that relationship would leave you out in the cold and financially scrapped. However, after that, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. It's going to take a lot of work on your part to actually make things come to fruition, but at the same time, they will happen. And we are going to the hidden truth. Let's see what these cards have to say. And I'm going to throw this in here, but if you would like a personal reading to kind of, if this resonates and you would like a personal reading to kind of more hone this to what you personally, like each one of you individually is feeling, hit me up in the email address in the description box and we can kind of go over your personal reading. I am still doing 10 free readings for this month. And these messages, you didn't see my tears. You broke my heart. I trusted you. I won't let you down. I don't want to let you go. I don't know what comes next. And I can't get enough of you. So for a lot of you, you feel betrayed on whatever situation you were dealing with before. And it could have been, like I said, like I keep repeating, it could have been something in a relationship or something job related. Either way, you feel like that situation let you down. And it could be anywhere from your supervisor didn't give you a raise that you were in queue for, or you found out your spouse has something else going on the side. Either way, your decision to walk away from it or your decision to fight through it is the best decision that you can make for you right now. That's all I have for y'all today. If you like this video, if it resonates, hit the like button. If you would like a personal reading, hit me up at the email in the description box below. And I will see y'all later. Bye.